नमामि शारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना इति दृक्षलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे सघोषं निमज्जन्तं अख्यापयन्तम् पुनः प्रेमतास्तां शतवृत्ति वन्दे नमामि शारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना न चान्नं गृह्णेऽहं वरेषदपीह ईदन्ते गोकुर्नाथ गोपाल बाला सदा मे मनसा विरास्तां किमन्यै नमामि शारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना ईदन्ते मुखं बोझमत्यन्तनीलै वृतं कुन्तलै स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या विरास्तामलं लक्ष्यलाभै नमामि शारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना नमो देवो दामोदराय अनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभु दुःख जलाभिमग्ना नमो देवो दामोदर अनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभु दुःख जलाभिमग्ना कृपा दृष्टि वृष्टति दिनं बतानु गृहाणि समामगामेद्धक्षि दृश्य नमामि शारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना कुबेरात्मजौ बद्ध मूर्तैव जाद्वत् तया मोचितौ भक्ति भाजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्ति सकां मे प्रयच्छ নমোক্ষে গ্রহমেস্তি দামোদরে হা। নমঃ চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। নমস্তেস্তু দামনে স্ফুরদীপ্তিধাম্নে তদীয়োদরায়থ বিশ্বস্য ধাম্নে। নমরাধিকায় তদীয় প্রিয়ায় নমো অনন্ত লীলায় দেবায় তুভ্যাম। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 কৃষ্ণ। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। যশোদাভিয়নুখলাধাবমানম পরমৃষ্টমাত্তান ততো দ্রুত গোপ্যা। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলম গোকুলে ভজমানম। রুদন্तं মুহুর্নেত্রं যুগ্মং মৃজন্तं করম ভোজ যুগ্মেন শাতঙ্কনেত্রম। মুহুঃশোকম্প ত্রিরেখাঙ্ক কণ্ঠ স্থিতগ্রৈব দামোদরং ভক্তিবদ্ধম। नमामि सारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना इति दृक्षलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे सघोषं निमज्जन्तं अख्यापयन्तं तदेशिताद्येषु भक्तैर्जितात्तां पुनः प्रेमतास्तां शतवृत्तिवन्दे नमामि सारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्नं गृह्णेऽहं वरेषादपीह ईदन्ते गोकुरनाथ गोपाल बाला सदा मे मनःशावीरास्तां किमन्यै नमामि सारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना ईदन्ते मुखं बोझमत्यन्तनीलै वृतं कुन्तलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्ताधरं मे मनःशावीरास्तामलं लक्ष्यलाभै नमामि सारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना नमो देवो दामोदराय अनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभु दुःख जलाब्धिमग्ना दृश्य नमामि सारां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भजमाना कुबेरात्मजौ बद्ध मूर्तैव जाद्वत् तया मोचितौ भक्ति भाजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्ति सकां मे प्रयच्छ নমোক্ষে গ্রহমেস্তি দামোদরে হা। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপা লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। নমস্তেস্তু দামনে স্ফুরদীপ্তিধামনে তদীয়দারায়থ বিশ্বস্য ধামনে। নমরাধিকায় তদীয় প্রিয়ায় নমো অনন্ত লীলায় দেবায় তুভ্যাম। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপা লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপা লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপা লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপম লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। যশোদাভিয়নুখলা পরমৃষ্টমাত্তান ততো দ্রুত গোপ্যা। নমামি সারাংসা চিদানন্দরূপা লসৎকুণ্ডলং গোকুলে ভজমানা। রুদন্तं মুহুর্নেত্রं যুগ্মং মৃজন্तं করম ভুজ যুগ্মেন শাতঙ্কনেত্রম। মুহুঃশাশুকম্প ত্রিরেখাঙ্ক কণ্ঠ স্থিতগ্রৈব দামোদরং ভক্তিবধম। নমামি Namami Sharam Sa Chidananda Rupa Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamana Iti Driksha Lila Bhirananda Kunde Shadhosam Nimajjantam Akhapayantam Tadeshitageshu bhaktoirjitatam Puna prematastam shatabritti vande Namami Sharam Sa Chidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamana Barang Deva Mokshang Na Mokshavadhing Va Nachannam Grine Aham Bareshadapiha Idante Gopurnatha Gopala Bala Shadame Mana Shavirastam Kimanai Idante Gopurnatha Gopala Bala Shadame Mana Shavirastam Kimanai Namami Sharam Sa Chidananda Rupa Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamana Idante Mukham Bojam Attanta Nilai Britam Kuntalai Snigdha Raktaischa Gopya Chumbitam bimba raktadharang me manusya virastam alam lakshalabhoi Chumbitam bimba raktadharang me manusya virastam alam lakshalabhoi Namami Sharam Sa Chidananda Rupa Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamana Namo Devo Damodara Ananta Vishnu Proshida Prabhu Dukho Jalabhimagna Namo Devo Damodara Ananta Vishnu Proshida Prabhu Kripa Drishti Vrishtati Dinam Batanu Namami Sharam Sa Chidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajmanam Kuberatmojo Baddha Murtaiva Jadvat Toyamochito Bhakti Bhajo Krito Cha
My voice is very low. Maybe you put it in something. Shri Chaitanya Manojishtam Savitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Diyam Dadati Swapadani Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padkambam Shri Gurun Vaishnavan Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vidansh Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Namo Mahavadajaya Krishna Prema Pradaya Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kandra Taptanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna. Is it open?
Class.
Closed. So I am very grateful to be in the association of wonderful devotees here. Every day I am seeing so many wonderful temples. I won't call them homes, they are temples. And every day there is festival in the association of such wonderful devotees. People in material world are working so hard to become happy, but their happiness is so limited. Their happiness is so temporary. They have no idea of this bliss, ocean of bliss in Krishna consciousness. Like we study about Hiranyakashipu. Today I was studying how Diti was very adamant to have children. And she had Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Decades, centuries, maybe thousands of years, this Hiranyakashipu was standing on his one toe. We have seen some dancers, they dance on, toes, but they can't do it for a long time. In just maybe a few minutes. But he was standing for thousands of years, thousand celestial years. He was standing on his one toe and his both hands raised, so much so that his whole body was eaten by ants. Such severe austerity. And then Lord Brahma comes and he tells, okay, you ask what you want. He says, I want to become immortal. Brahma says, if somebody has 2,000 rupees, he can give you 1,000 rupees. But if he has 100 rupees, how can he give 2,000 rupees? Not possible. I am not immortal. How can I make you immortal? Not possible. So then Hiranyakashipu was applying all his intelligence, all permutation combinations. How to become immortal. He has so many boons. We know that. Brahma gives, okay, so be it. But how long he could enjoy? His level of enjoyment was very high. Just by signal of his eyes, demigods would tremble. If he would tell mango tree that I want a jackfruit, mango tree has to give jackfruit. That was the level of his control over nature. If he says, no, now climate is not good, I want chilly winter now, it has to be chilly winter. Next moment he says, no, I want rainy season, it has to be rainy season. Such level of control he had on Mother Nature. So much so that even great Rishi like Narad also used to go to his court and glorify Hiranyakashipu. Can you imagine? With same Veena he used to chant Lord Narayan's name. He had to chant Hiranyakashipu's name. But how long he could enjoy? 5 years. Because when he came back after austerities, Prahlad was born. And when Prahlad was 5 years old, Nrsimhadev did first surgery of this world and he killed Hiranyakashipu. So just 5 years. See, thousands of years of austerity and 5 years of enjoyment. Similarly, we see Jayadratha in Mahabharata. He does great austerities. He pleases Lord Shiva. And he asked that I want to kill Pandavas. But Shiva said it's not possible for you to kill Pandavas. He said, okay, let me defeat Pandavas. He said, that also not possible. You can't defeat Pandavas. He said, okay, let me defeat them only once. Lord Shiva said, okay, once. That was the reason when Abhimanyu was entering Chakravyuh, Jayadratha was standing and he was defeating all Pandavas. But after that, over. Whatever austerities he did, only in that one battle is over. Then Jayadratha was killed by Arjuna. So they are working so hard to get happy in the material world. But the temporary happiness just comes and goes. Then he thinks that, oh, let me get out of this material world. First level is material happiness, Jadananda. Jada means material world. Some happiness in material world. Jadananda, very lower level. But then he thinks that, okay, let me get free from this material level, material world. Go to the spiritual sky. That is called Brahmananda. He wants to become free. But the way he wants to become free is like a prison want to free from, like a prisoner want to get free from prison by digging a tunnel. He don't want to surrender to the authorities. He want to get free by different means. Now, if a criminal digs a tunnel, he comes out, and if he gets caught, what will happen? Huh? Double penalty. He'll get more punishment. And this is what happens with Gyanis. They go to Brahmajyoti and there they see, oh, there is no shelter. There's only light. There is no reciprocation. So when they come back to material world again, they become more materialistic. They become more averse to service of Krishna. That is more dangerous. Prabhupada used to say that these kind of Gyanis, when they preach, they actually are preaching materialism. Why? Because they make spiritual life so difficult that people say it's not cup of my tea. I don't want it. Therefore, in a way, they are more worse than karmis. But then devotees go back to Krishna. They go in Golok Vrindavan. And there they taste the nectar of love. That is called Premananda. Premananda is much higher than Brahmananda. There is no comparison actually. You can't compare nectar with Coca-Cola. It's no comparison. In the same way, Premananda is much higher, much. But there is one Ananda higher than Premananda also. There's one thing which is higher than love also. That is service. Sevananda. Highest. The happiness, the nectar, the bliss one gets in service, there is no comparison to it. Therefore, devotees say that Krishna, if you keep us in material world, that's fine. If you keep us in Brahmajyoti, fine. If you keep us in Vaikuntha, fine. If you keep us in Golok Vrindavan, fine. We just want to serve. This is nectar of service, Sevana. And those who are serving, the level of realizations they have, there is no comparison. Therefore, Prabhupada used to say that it is for neophytes that we say goal of life is to go back to God. It is for neophytes. It's just an advertisement. But real achievement a devotee has to achieve is if he gets some affinity to serve. See, knowledge is available on YouTube also. Scriptures are available on Google, but realization is not available on Google. It comes by service. When we serve Vaishnavas, when we serve Krishna, then these wonderful gifts of realization come in heart. Therefore, devotees are always looking for that service. Marobi rakhobi jo ikshatuha nitya dasa pratituadika. This is devotee's mood. That you rather you kill me or you protect me. That is your job. Like sometimes I had experience. One time I went to hospital for my toenail operation, and one boy was brought. He met little accident. He had little accident and he had some injury in his chest. So when he was brought, what doctor did, because he was not able to take out his shirt, the doctor cut his shirt. And this boy started to scream. He was actually using abusive words for the doctor. He said, I purchased such a special t-shirt and this is my favorite t-shirt, you're cutting t-shirt. But doctor was just silent. He was doing his job. Why? Because doctor knows his body is more important than t-shirt. In the same way, Krishna may give apparent difficulty, but he knows his soul is more important than body. The body may have some difficulties, but he is having internal festival where he is going back to Krishna. When our acharyas are glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam, one acharya Sridhar Swami says, Srimad Bhagavatam is special because in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vritrasura's pastime is described. Now somebody may ask, this Vritrasura pastime is in other scriptures also. It's in Puranas. How Srimad Bhagavatam is so special? Sridhar Swami says that in other Puranas, when this Vritrasura's pastime is described, I'm sure many of you know Vritrasura's pastime, where Chitraketu becomes demon and Indra kills Vritrasura. So in other Puranas, other scriptures, Indra is mentioned as hero, as one who got success, and Vritrasura as a loser. Only in Srimad Bhagavatam it is described that Vritrasura is winner and Indra is a loser. Therefore, Bhagavatam is so special. Why? Because Indra apparently may have killed Vritrasura and he got back the kingdom of heaven, but ultimately he was in the material world. Whereas Vritrasura may have lost the battle, may have killed by Indra, but he went back to Godhead. Now who is winner? Vritrasura is winner. This is beauty of Krishna consciousness. Externally, we can't judge what is happening. People say that, oh, even after becoming devotee, why there's so many problems? Krishna didn't leave his parents, why he'll leave you? Vasudeva and Devaki, how many problems they have to undergo? Krishna didn't leave his parents. है ना, हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं उन्होंने अपने पिताजी को भी नहीं छोड़ा. He didn't leave his Vasudeva and Devaki because he wanted to churn out their devotion more and more. So Krishna may give some difficulties to churn out our devotion, to make us more sincere, to make us more serious. So these difficulties are actually ornaments in devotional service. So when this beautiful occasion of Vasudeva and Devaki's marriage came, everybody was so happy. Kansa was so happy. He arranged such elaborate celebration. Whole city of Mathura was decorated. Vasudeva also lived in Mathura. Devaki also lived in Mathura. And from the upper planetary systems, 3 celestial ladies came. One was Brahmani, wife of Brahma. One was Rudrani, wife of Shiva. And one was Lakshmi. All 3 came down to decorate Devaki. They said this is rarest of the opportunity. Rudrani, Brahma's wife Savitri, Brahmani, she took hand of Devaki and started to put mehendi, starting decorating Devaki's hand. Lakshmi started to decorate Devaki's feet. And Parvati started to make Devaki's hair. We can imagine what level of decoration. It was not some ordinary beauty parlor. The celestial beauty parlor. Somebody asked Savitri, Brahma's wife, why you took hands? And she told that I learned some astrology from my husband. So I want to see what kind of karma you have to do to become mother of Krishna. Devaki has done such high level of karma. Somebody asked Lakshmi, why did you select feet? Lakshmi says that I will become daughter-in-law of Devaki. So I have to keep my relations good from now on. So imagine, even demi-goddesses were thinking that Devaki is so fortunate. And when ultimately she was married, Kansa was personally wanting to take the chariot. Somebody asked, why you want to go? We'll send some charioteer, some driver. Kansa said, no, I also have driving license, heavy driving license. I can drive, no problem. I love my sister so much. Personally, Kansa was driving the chariot. So imagine the level of Devaki's happiness. But suddenly, one Akashwani, that your eighth son will be the reason of Kansa's death. Everything changed, just in fraction of a second. Who was worshipped by demigoddesses, now Kansa is pulling that same Devaki by hair. Such misfortune. Somebody may say that, what kind of treatment is this? On the day of marriage, Kansa is pulling Devaki down, ready to kill. Vasudev somehow manages to protect Devaki, promises that I will give my all children to you. Kansa agrees. Kansa puts Vasudev and Devaki in prison. Kansa also puts his father Ugrasen in prison. Such a demonic fellow. I remember one anecdote from Aurangzeb's life. When Aurangzeb became king, he imprisoned his own father Shah Jahan. And for 10 days, he didn't give any food and water to Shah Jahan. For 10 days, he was hungry, thirsty. He was begging for his life. After 10 days, Aurangzeb goes to Shah Jahan's prison and he asks his father, how are you feeling? Shah Jahan started to laugh. He said, my dear son, I'm laughing on my fortune. Why? Because in spite of living in Indian culture for so long, you didn't learn anything from them. Even after death, they feed their parents. In living also, you are not feeding me. Are you a descendant of Kansa? Shah Jahan says this. Are you descendant of Kansa who put his father in prison? Such a bad example. He put Devaki, Vasudev, Ugrasen, all three in prison. Now the first child was born. Devaki was having so much affection. She first time feeds the baby. Devaki also named the baby. But Vasudev took the baby from hand of Devaki, and Vasudev says, we have to give him to Kansa. No, he's little boy. He's not the reason for Kansa's death. Eighth boy is reason of Kansa's death. Why are you taking this boy? No, we have promised. Vasudev takes this baby to Kansa. Kansa feels that small boy, what he will do? Take him back. As he takes him back, demigods started to think, oh, how can this, compassion come in heart of Kansa? This is spoil whole plan. If Kansa becomes good, Krishna will not descend only. So then it will just spoil the whole Lila. Actually, he was not compassionate. He was overconfident. There can't be compassion in a person like Kansa. He became overconfident. What this small boy will do? I will take care of the eighth child. Demigod sent Narad Muni, you go and do something. Narad Muni goes to court of Kansa and say, Kansa, so long I was hearing talks about you, but today I saw it's true. What did you hear? They say your maths is very weak. Why my maths is very weak? Narad Muni gives one lotus flower in his. Okay, count the petals. He counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, count from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you understand anything? Say no. This is your problem. I have to tell everything to you. The first child can be eighth child. From where demigods will count, you don't know. They are very clever. So don't spare this child of Vasudev. Kansa said, yeah, this is nice. You are my real well-wisher. And then he goes and kills the child of Vasudev. Like that, he kills 6 children of Devaki. The 7th child was Balaram himself. And Balaram had a problem because 2 mothers prayed for him to become child. One was Devaki, one was Rohini. Now what to do? Like suppose you have 2 invitations for Prashad. Big dilemma, big confusion. What to do? So what you do? Little here, little there. In same way, Balram thought, okay, some days in Devki's womb, and then I'll go to Rohini's womb. So he got transferred from Devki's womb to Rohini's womb. And here people thought that by fear of Kansa, Devki had miscarriage. After few days, Krishna entered the womb of Devki. Devki, her face was glowing like sun. And although Krishna told demigods, don't come and spoil my pastime, but they couldn't wait. They couldn't control themselves. They all came. And in the prison only they offered their prayers. Beautiful prayers, Garbhastuti. And after that, on the Ashtami day, Krishna appeared from the womb of Devaki. As Krishna appeared, first person who saw Krishna was Vasudeva. Vasudeva saw Krishna. He is Adbhut Balakam. He is not ordinary child. He is Adbhut. Why he was Adbhut? Because he was having Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. And he was wearing yellow garments. And he was having long curly hair. And he was smiling. He was not crying. Vasudeva was so impressed. Such a special child. Balaka. Ka means Brahma. Bala means hairs. From whose hair, what you say in English? Rome? Pores. From each pore of his body, one Brahma comes out. Therefore, he is called Adbhut Balak. And he is wearing yellow garments because it is his affection for Srimati Radharani. And he has a long curly hair. He was not bald like us. Of course, I am now also bald. But when child is born, they are not having any hair. But Krishna is having long curly hair. There is beautiful pastime of Lord Jagannath. That one time, when the Pujari was decorating Lord Jagannath in night, generally we have Shringar Aarti in the morning, but in Jagannath Puri they have Shringar Aarti in night. Because they are feeling that in night Krishna goes to have rasa dance with gopis. So they arrange special darshan in night. That is called Bada Shringar. How many of you took darshan of Bada Shringar? Some devotees. They make elaborate arrangements. So they take out all day dressing and there is no closing of the doors. They do everything in front of the pilgrims. They will take out dhoti and they will, it's very wonderful way they do these things. So there was particular pujari who was taking out Lord's dressing. So he took out all clothes of Lord, he took out all flowers, garlands, he distributed everything. Just as when everything was taken off, he heard that king of Jagannath Puri was coming, Gajapati Maharaj. So they announced that, Khabardar, Hoshiar, Gajapati Maharaj aa rahe hain. Now this pujari was in big tension because when Gajapati Maharaj comes, he has to give him some flowers of Lord Jagannath. But he removed everything. So he was in trouble. What to do? He was crossing gates and he was just crossing Garudastamba. Then he said, my lord, what I'll do? As he kept his hand on his hair there were some flowers. He said, this is good. He took that flower and he kept on Jagannath. Now Gajapati Maharaj came in front. Pujari welcomed, come, please come. Gajapati Maharaj said, give me some prasad. He took out that flower and gave it to Gajapati Maharaj. The king left, went his home, and he gave those flowers to his wife. Now wives have one expertise. They can take out this long hair. So she took out this long hair from this flower. Yes, how this hair came in these flowers? Jagannath don't have hairs. From where these hairs come? King said, yeah, this is doubt on my character now. I have to prove. I have to prove myself. He said, what to do? Call that pujari. The pujari was called. He said, from where this hair came? The pujari understood everything. What happened? He took out flowers from his own hair. So this hair was his hair. But if he tells Gajapati Maharaj that this is the story, he will be hanged. So what he told, in this anxiety, he told, this is Jagannath's hair. Gajapati Maharaj said, I come every day to take darshan of Lord Jagannath. I never saw hair. Pujari said, you come, you're so busy person, you come and rush, you didn't take darshan properly. I said, they're long hair. Jagannath has very nice hair. Achha, tomorrow I will come in morning. And if I don't see hairs, I will hang you to death. Now he's what to do? Pujari came back to his house. He was thinking, my lord, my days are over. Whatever service you have accepted, I am very grateful to you. And before the king kills me, I'll kill myself. This is better because then it will spoil my name. So he brings out very costly poison. And he thinks, I will drink this poison and I will die. As he was about to drink the poison, Lord Jagannath speaks to the Pujari. Lord Jagannath says, do you think I'm bald? I have long hair. My mother feeds me milk, dahi, makhan, a long curly hair. Tomorrow, go and open altar and show the king I have long hairs. Achha, Pujari is such faith. He said, okay, if you are saying this is true, such faith. Next day in morning, whole army is ready. The king comes, the first darshan king will take. And this Pujari opens the door. And they say, long curly hair of Lord Jagannath. But king was not convinced. He thought maybe he stick the hairs with Fevicol. So he was having doubt. Then king said, okay, test it. So two soldiers went up on the altar and they started to pull the hairs. And as they were pulling the hairs, blood started to ooze out of Lord Jagannath. So then Lord Jagannath told king that I have hairs. That was my hair only. I'm not bald. When I was born, I was having hair. So now I am youth. I'm 16 years old. So don't worry, I have hairs. And then both Pujari and king bow down to Lord Jagannath. And then again these hairs disappear and Jagannath comes to his original form. So when he was born, he was having hair, long curly hair. And Vasudeva relished this beauty of this child. Then Devaki said, don't take him. Anyway, he is the death of Kansa. So let him stay here. He will kill Kansa. Nanda says no. Vasudeva says no. We have to protect him. As his parents, it's our responsibility to protect him. Devaki said, okay, take him. You can leave him to some boatman. Give him to some Brahmana. Or if you don't get anybody, take a basket, keep him and give in Yamuna. So somebody will catch him. She was crying as she was speaking this. But Vasudeva was thinking, no, this is not safe. What to do? And Krishna started to speak. Will you both decide or let me speak? I have some plan. Take me to Nanda Maharaj. Why Nanda Maharaj? Nanda Maharaj has 9 lakh cows. They will feed me nice butter, dahi, doodh. I'll become very strong. Then I'll come back and I'll fight with Kansa and I'll release you. Nanda said yes. Vasudeva said yes. This is good plan. Vasudeva takes Krishna and there was a small piece of cloth as soft as the foam of milk. Vasudeva wraps Krishna in that cloth and he starts to take. As he comes outside, the clouds see first darshan of Krishna. After Vasudeva and Devaki, first person who took darshan is clouds. They became jubilant. Krishna came. They wanted to offer something. What they will offer? Water. They have water. They started to rain. Somebody asked, why are you raining so heavily? He said, we are happy that Krishna came. We want to offer something to him. He said, but why you are so happy? There's so many incarnations. You didn't rain in every incarnation. He said, no, this incarnation is special. Because everybody says that we are black. Nobody like our color. But Krishna took our color. And for eternity now people will call him by our name, Ghanashyam. So therefore Krishna raised our image in nature. So therefore we are so happy. Now Sheshnag came And he said, okay, you be happy, but I have to protect my Lord. So Krishna gives umbrella protection to Krishna. Vasudev crosses Yamuna, comes to Nanda Bhavan, and there he sees a small daughter of Yashoda is there. He picks up the daughter, keeps Krishna there, and he leaves. Now in Nanda's palace, there were two sisters of Nanda, Nanda and Sunanda. They were living from long time. Since Yashoda was pregnant, they were living there. So they saw a lot of uh, illumination, lot of light is coming from Yashoda's room. So they went inside and they saw this beautiful baby, is illuminating like sun, wrapped in red clothes, is kept next to Yashoda. But they were having one anxiety, that it should be boy, not be girl. Already Nanda and Yashoda are very old, and if now they get boy, he'll become support for their old age. So they go very slowly, they go close, they take out the cloth and they say, yes, 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 he's boy. And then they ran to Nanda Maharaj and they tell Nanda Maharaj that you got a boy. Nanda Maharaj is so happy, so happy. He calls his Kulguru, Shandilya, and whole village was called. There was celebration. So much so that Nanda Maharaj was donating whole wealth of his house to Brahmanas. Everything. But then another set of Brahmanas would come. Nanda Maharaj see, oh, I have some more. He would give again. Somebody was asking, how is it possible? Nanda Maharaj is giving whole wealth to one Brahmana. Another Brahmana comes, again his treasure is full. How is it happening? So somebody asked Lakshmi, how this is possible? We never saw this. Lakshmi say, I am daughter-in-law. I know back door. So my husband came and they are pushing me out. How can I tolerate? So she's coming back again and filling the treasure. Nanda Maharaj is donating like everything. This culture of giving should be there. Our Vedic culture teaches us this culture of giving. By giving, we receive. Our heart expands by giving. Prabhupada writes in his books that for Grihasthas, they should never eat without feeding all people in their area. You'd say you should stand on the door of house and you should call, is there any hungry person? Should feed. Of course, now it's difficult in this time, modern time. But the principle of giving should be there. One time, one sadhu was doing madhukari, was asking alms in different houses. So he came to a particular house, and this lady was so crooked, so miser. She never wanted to give any alms. So she would rebuke, she would say bad words. And this sadhu would again and again come to this place. Every day he would come, and every day this lady would say bad words to this sadhu. So one day she became so angry, she took some ashes from her chula and she put in the bowl of sadhu. Now whatever bhiksha he got throughout the day, rice, dal, whatever, got mixed with ashes. And this lady thought, I have done very nice thing. I taught him a lesson. But sadhu was so happy, he started to give him blessings. May Lord give you all happiness. She said, are you blind? Can you see what I gave? I gave you ashes. He said, yes, mother, I saw. Then why are you blessing me? Sadhu said, today you learned giving. At least he gave me something. This is my job. I have to teach you giving. Nanda Maharaj was perfect in Vedic culture. He was a perfect guest. He was donating. That is the way of celebration. When our birthday comes, we expect, oh, I'll get gifts. But this is not Vedic culture. On birthday, we should give to others. That is Vedic. Millions of cows, Nanda Maharaj donated. And then it was an everyday festival with Krishna. After 5-6 days, Nanda Maharaj thought that I should go and give tax to Kansa. Because if I don't give him timely tax, he will come and trouble us. And trouble to me will be coming to trouble to my son. That I cannot tolerate. So he said, let me go on my own and give tax to Kansa. So Nanda Maharaj loaded all bullock carts with different tax items, butter and things, grains, and they all left for Mathura. In Mathura, they came and gave the tax and they meet Vasudeva. Now Vasudeva wanted to make sure how Krishna is, but he can't ask directly. So he asked Nanda Maharaj, are all cows happy? Yes, yes. All Brajvasis are okay? Is the boy okay? Yes, boy is also okay. And Vasudeva says, you should go back. There may be some trouble. So if you go back, you can take care of the calamity. Nanda Maharaj became very, very concerned that what calamity can come. Whole journey he was thinking, what will happen? But then he thought that anyway we are not controllers. Let Lord Hari protect us. And then he was meditating on Lord Hari and he was coming back. Here in the court of Kansa, Kansa was very much concerned. He was having great anxiety because his Kal, his death, that personified, he don't know where he is. Now he had to find. So there was a big cabinet ministry meeting. They were discussing how to take care of this problem. So some ministers told, look, you don't know who is your death. So better kill all the children who are born in last 15 years. Kill everybody. One of them will be your Kal. Who can do this job? Called Putana. Putana is very expert. Puta means piety. Na means no piety. She was Balaghatini. She relished killing children. And how she came in contact with Kansa? Kansa had a big fight with Bakasur and Aghasur. And Kansa defeated both of them. As Kansa defeated both of them, this Bakasur and Aghasur became his servants. So to take revenge, Putana came. And Putana was very strong, very powerful. More than, it is told she was more stronger than Bakasur and Aghasur. So when she came to fight, Kansa understood that she is more stronger than me. So what Kansa told, well, Kansa was very political minded. He told Putana, see, I don't fight with women. So better you become my sister. So she became Kansa's sister. And now Kansa was taking her help to kill all children who were taking birth in Mathura region. So this Putana started to attack all houses. She was killing. Finally, she came to Gokul. When she came to Gokul, she thought, if I go in this getup, everybody will be cautious and they will hide the children. So I should go in very nice, beautiful form. So she becomes almost like Lakshmi Devi, almost beautiful Apsara like. And when she enters Gokul, everybody think, oh, this is some goddesses. Atmaman mannate jagat. As you are, you look others. You know? Somebody wears black goggles. And he says, why Amal Arjun Prabhu has black paint? No, Amal Arjun Prabhu is a white paint only. You are wearing black goggles. In the same way, Brajvasis were so pure. They see everybody is pure. That is the characteristic of Brajvasis. So they allowed Putana to come inside. And Putana came straight to Nanda Bhavan. Mother Yashoda would not give Krishna even to other gopis. But Putana was so attractive. She assumed such attractive form. Mother Yashoda got convinced, yeah, this is nice. She says, can I take your child? Yeah, take it. Can I feed her? Can I feed him? Yes, you can feed him. And Putana took Krishna to some distance. Now Krishna saw Putana, he closed his eyes. Why he closed his eyes? Acharya gives a very beautiful explanation. First of all, Krishna says that my mother told don't eat food from outside. And this Putana is going to feed me food from outside. So I am fearful that mother will chastise me. Another Acharya says, no, this is not the reason. Another reason. Krishna killed first demoness in Ram Lila, that was Tadka, a lady. And again in Krishna Lila, he has to kill a lady. Krishna became, no, this is again, a lady. The third reason, Krishna was meditating on Lord Shiva. He was telling Lord Shiva that I took incarnation in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard to eat butter and dahi. Why this poison? You are habituated to take poison. You have practice. So you drink this poison, I will eat butter. So like that, so many different explanations are there. Finally, Putana started to feed milk to Krishna from her own breast. What was her plan? She put Kalkut poison on her breast. And she thought this child will drink milk and he will also drink poison and he will die. But it didn't happen. Krishna started to drink the milk. Krishna also started to drink the life air of Putana. Not only her life air, but because she has killed so many of children, their life air was also with Putana. Krishna was delivering all those children who were killed by Putana. And slowly, Krishna started to suck her life air. As Krishna was sucking her life air, Putana became very, very, he was feeling as if he is suffocating. And in misery, our real form comes up. Hello, we are very humble, we are very nice. Let a problem come. Then our real form comes out. In the same way, Krishna, when he was sucking out life air of Putana, a real form comes out. Cruel, ugly, demoness. Big, her body was 21 kilometers long. She took Krishna in here, trying to leave me. Krishna said, this is my speciality. Once I catch somebody, I don't leave. You try hard, I will not leave. So one devotee wanted to leave temple and go. He thought it's enough. So he left ISKCON and he went to his parents' place. So he thought, okay, long time I didn't read newspapers. So he took out newspapers and as he opened, there was some headline of new ISKCON temple inauguration. I said, oh, again ISKCON. He closed that. He said, okay, let me open television. As he opened television, there was somebody singing Hare Krishna. And he closed the television. Then he went out. He said, okay, let me have a walk. As he went out to take walk, there was Harinam Sankirtan. He was fed up. This Krishna will not leave me. Putana was saying, leave me. But Krishna is not ready to leave. Krishna took whole life air of Putana. And as Putana died, Putana fell on ground. 21 kilometer long body, can imagine. Govardhan Parikrama is 21 kilometers, but that is parameter. Imagine length of 21 kilometers. She fell with such a great sound, as if thunderbolt. All Brajavasis gathered. In the meantime, Nanda Maharaj also came. And the gopis saw little Krishna playing on the body of Putana. They had to put staircase to go over the body of Putana. They rescued Krishna. Yeah, they rescued. They saved Krishna from Putana. And then they brought a small calf. And then by his tail, they were telling Krishna, Lord Hari, please protect our Krishna. Let Lord Damodar protect his back. Let Lord Kishor protect his forehead. Let Lord Vishnu protect his chest. Like that, they were taking names of Krishna only, and they were saying, let him be protected. And then Nanda Maharaj came and saw this big, gigantic Putana. What to do? They cut Putana's body by 1,000 axes. Small pieces. And they decided that we'll do Daha Sanskar of Putana. As they were burning Putana, from body of Putana, there were fragrance of aguru and camphor. Now, even if a normal person is burned, he stinks and there's bad smell. But here, demoness Putana was Putana, no piety. She is being burned, there's fragrance. Why there was fragrance? Krishna touched her. This is the beauty of Krishna's touch. If we just remain in touch of Krishna, we'll become purified. If Putana can get purified, why not we become purified? And what destination Krishna gave her? Krishna made her as good as his mother in spiritual world. By hearing this, Sukadeva Goswami became attracted to Srimad. But who can be more compassionate and merciful than Krishna? That somebody who came to kill him, Krishna gives her the position of his mother. This is magnanimity of Krishna. This is compassion of Krishna. So we are in such a process where there is room for everybody. Sridhar Swami says that Vesh Matra Dharan Putrana Uddhar. Just by pretending to be mother, just by having get-up of mother, Putana was delivered. On other hand, we hear Murko Vadati Vishnaya, Dhiro Vadati Vishnave, Ubhayastu Saman Punyam, Bhavagrahi Janardhan. That in Sanskrit, when you say Om Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, somebody may say Om Krishnaya Namaha. This is wrong. Grammar wise, you have to say Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Krishnaya Namaha is good. Om Vishnave Namaha. Not Vishnaya. But both will get same benefit. Somebody is saying Vishnave Namaha, somebody is saying Vishnaya Namaha. All the wrong senses. Why? Ubhayastu Samana Punyam Bhavagrahi Janardhan. Krishna takes the bhava. Krishna takes the feelings. But in this Lila, what was Putna's feeling? She came to serve. She came to kill. So Krishna says, I am like a teacher who takes best of the two. We have this system in school. Sometimes teachers take exam. Many students fail. The teacher says, okay, I'll take retest. The children think, oh, in retest, if we get more lower marks, then what will happen? I'll consider best of the two. In the same way, Krishna is so compassionate. Okay, either you have bhava, I will take that. If you don't have bhava, externally you are practicing Krishna consciousness, I'll take that. This is Krishna's compassion. See, if we don't have that feeling, at least externally we should bow down. We should dress like a Vaishnava. We should apply tilak. We should chant holy name. One time Srila Prabhupada was traveling and one servant was assisting him. He told Prabhupada, they came to one place and thousands, devotees, there were hundreds of devotees were welcoming Prabhupada. Many of them were crying and they decorated temple like palace. After seeing all this servant tells Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I don't have feelings like these devotees. I don't even feel like offering obeisances. Prabhupada says, when you do externally, slowly you get the feeling of it. So both are accepted. Krishna has such a magnanimous plan that anybody who comes in touch with him, either with feelings or externally, he will purify all of them. So we are in such a safe process where nobody is rejected. Everybody is accepted. And one day, if we just stick on to this process, we will also go back to this beautiful Vrindavan, where Krishna is doing his eternal pastime. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Putana Uddhar Lila ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any question? Any question? Arjun, you want to add something? Okay. The Damodar Ashtakam?
Yes. Damodar.
Did I go over time?